video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi.
Against the Flow of Mississippi was written by Anthony Oksenholt and was published by Oksenholt Biloxi Publishing, LLC. A link to the book will be placed in the description below. All right, y'all. So, it is the big day. Today is your biggest day as an author. Today, your months and years, probably if you're like me, you work a full-time job and this is your first book, probably your years of hard labor have just come to an end. You have written your book. You have gone through and edited, got your book cover. Everything looks perfect. Oh my God. Man, it just can't look any better, can it? I mean, you got it exactly where you want it. Slight problem. You don't have $3,000 to go call some of these vanity publishers. And even if you did have $3,000, you're a smart person and you don't want to give it to them. You have no desire to give them anything because why should they make money off the fruits of your labor? Yes, this channel is about calling out vanity publishers and telling you that you can do it on your own. 100% you could do it on your own, baby. You better believe it. In fact, I want you to do it on your own because personally, it's my opinion that you probably know how to spend your money better than anybody else because you earned it. You worked for it, right? Now, I will say this. If you have a traditional publisher who wants to pay you for your book, hey, I'm all about money. Pay me. But us first-time authors, we usually aren't that lucky. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way. So, you want to publish your book. I'm going to show you how to do it. Get your book out there to where people can buy hard copies at no cost. And I'm going to take one of my books that I am not finished with, so I am not going to go live with this. But I'm going to take one of my books and I'm going to go through the motions and show you how this is supposed to go. We're going to start this right now. All right, y'all. So, this is what you're going to do. You need to go to Kindle Direct Publishing, create an account, do everything that you need to do. Whatever verification to set up your account. And remember, Amazon is one of the largest marketplaces around. All right. As you can see, I've been working on some things. That's why my hard copy is, in unreview. But I'll get into later on what I'm doing, or get into what I'm doing later on. But anyway, so You want to publish your book. Let's get to publishing it. First off, we're going to go up here to create. And let's start out with an ebook. Believe it or not, unless you charge an outrageous amount of money, ebooks, you'll actually make more off the ebooks than you will off the hard copy, paperback, and hardback books. Believe it or not, surprisingly enough. So, book title. Type in your book title. So one of the books I'm writing. Okay. Edition number is optional. All right, primary author. Anthony Oksenholt. Because I'm the only one writing it. Now you need to go ahead and figure out what your publishing rights are. This is mine. I own it. It belongs to me. Let's put your keywords in. Put up to 7. I'm just putting stuff that's, I'm going to put 4. Those will work for now. Set your categories. This is actually nonfiction. Let's see. Personal memoirs. That's kind of what this is. You can select up to 2, but this is only 1. Your age range, I would say on mine is going to be 18 plus. Just because I use a lot of profanity in mine, so yeah. And I am ready to release my book now, or you can make it available for pre-order. I'm usually just go ahead and just put that, because usually when I get to this point, I'm ready to publish. All right, we're going to say, oops. Sorry, we got something to fix here. Description. My bad. That's a major part of this. I'm gonna leave this vague because I'm not actually going to publish this book. I'm not ready to publish. I'm not even close. And to be honest with you, this is kind of a short story. In fact, I've got about 7,000 words maybe on it. All right, so upload the manuscript. They really want you to use Word. They don't want you to use PDF. So we're going to click this. Going to upload the manuscript. All right, now we're going to do a cover creator. I haven't really gotten a cover for this, so I'm going to leave this up. Let's go to computer and put my sisters on there. All right. I don't like that white. I wonder if I could change the color. I've never really messed around with this too much, so we'll see. Let's go with that. Let's go a little smaller. There we go. I like that. I'm going to change that color too because I don't like that color. All right, that's good enough to test. And that's all I'm doing is testing it here. Preview. Submit. All right, publisher. Again, everything I have is under Oksenholt Biloxi Publishing LLC. And that's just for me. All right, let's go save and continue. And it's going to go through this for a second. Again, if you notice, it hasn't asked me for a credit card information or anything yet. All right. You want all territories worldwide because you want to sell this thing all over the world. I always go with 70%. And I'm going to put $9.99 because I want to maximize my profits. You can go from $2.99 to $9.99 on ebooks. And it's going to tell you what your royalties are. So if you're going for $10, you're going to make $6.91 per ebook. All right, now let's publish it. Now we can publish it as a paperback. And again, I am going to I'm going to unpublish this as soon as I can. This is just going through the motions of getting this done because I am not through with this book. All right, we have all the same information. All right, now we're going to go to content. I would rather them assign me an ISBN. It just makes it easier. And what day do I want it to go live? I'm going to choose today. But again, I will be taking it off as soon as I can. All right. Upload paperback manuscript. Boom. Child of Bastardy. Launch cover creator. I'm basically going to try to create the same cover. I like to keep everything pretty close. Okay? Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, I do not like that. I'm going to use that design. I like that better. Okay, because my book only has 34 pages, it must be 79 pages to fit spine text. Oh. Again, I'm not done with this yet. You know what? I'm just going to leave it at that. Since I'm not actually publishing it. But what you can do is you can change everything around. You can put your text here. I'll put that there. Do a test text there. You can put a picture here if you want. I usually use that. Oh. Let's change this to... Let's see what it looks like. And by the way, you want your picture to be within this red. If it's outside the red, it will kick it back. Okay, let's go to save. All right, we have no errors. Preview it. Now, you have to preview it before you can save and continue. So you have to look at it, which is a good thing, and I recommend. I'm not going to do it here, but I recommend going through every page and making sure everything is exactly how you want to, because when I first published Against the Flow of Mississippi, I didn't have this, I didn't do this. And when I didn't do this, I had some errors. Part of the reason why I took it down and I went ahead and redone everything because I wanted to fix those errors. But unfortunately, for the last 9 months, I've had these things up there, and yeah. But again, I'm not actually going to publish this. As a matter of fact, as soon as it's ready to be published, it's coming down. Because I'm not ready for this to come up yet. I'm going to archive everything. And that's what it would look like. And again, you can do whatever you want to do. Put your own photo. You can use whatever template format you want, however you want to do it. This is just a rough text. A rough test. To show you what you can do. All right, now, go down to the bottom. This is going to tell you, this is important. This is going to tell you what your printing cost is going to be. On this particular book, if you were going to order your author copies, it's going to cost you $2.15. For the paperback. Now, for my paperback for Against the Flow of Mississippi, it's $6.60. And that has 479 pages with it. For my hardback, it's almost $40, but for the hardback, I actually did a lot to it. I made it as nice as I could for the reason of I figure if somebody's going to go through the trouble of buying the hardback version of my book, they want something nice. So I made it as nice as I could. Now let's go to pricing. Again, you want all territories. And let's just say I'm selling mine for $19.99. This is what I'm selling Against the Flow of Mississippi for. The paperback version. This here is going to tell you what your royalties is going to be. On this book, royalty would be $9.84. Again, this is going to vary depending on what options that you put in there, what type of pages, color, black and white, how heavy you want the pages, whatever. Okay. When you're done, hit publish your paperback book. Oh, on pricing, I recommend charging something that somebody be willing to buy. Willing to pay for it. All right, now we have this, A Child of Bastardy, done. Your paperback has been submitted. Now it's going to ask you if you want to do a hard copy. Or you could just say, create a hardcover. And it's the same thing over and over again. I don't know if it'll let me do a hardcover on this because it's only, And by the way, this is where you do your paper options here. And you could do this on the paperback as well. I didn't show you this. Black and white interior, cream paper. Premium color interior with white paper. On my hard copy, my hardback book for Against the Flow of Mississippi, this is what I'm using. This is why it costs so much. And this does increase the cost. Launch cover creator. We're going to do the same thing here. Let's choose this design. Preview it. You always have to preview it. They always want to make sure that you're doing it right and you're happy with it, which is not a bad thing. You don't want to get in a hurry here. You want to do this and you want to do it properly. All right, save and submit. Oops, I didn't upload the manuscript. That's my bad. See what happens when you get in a hurry? You miss things. You kind of need that. That's kind of important. All right, save and continue. Oops, you got an error I got to fix. Oh, you need an ISBN. Again, see, I'm getting in a hurry here because we've already gone through a lot of these steps. Now we can launch Previewer. I know this seems repetitive, but it's worth it. Take your time. This is your book. This is your baby. This is what you put time into. Oh, wait a minute. Some problem with the cover. Probably because I tried to put the cart before the horse. Never a good idea. All right, now we launch Previewer. Oh. It may not like the cover because it is such a small book. So let's go back to choose design. I don't know why this thing's giving me so much trouble here. Oh, that's why. Because I don't have a minimum of 75 pages. So I can't really do a hard copy. Y'all get the point, though. Y'all see what I'm doing here. Now you can go back to bookshelf. I'm going to archive it. Now let's go to archive titles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these to draft. When I go to draft, they will no longer be published, which is exactly what I want to do. And then when I do publish it, I'm good to go. As you can see, I've taken my other book off and archived it. This is what's live right now. Anyway, I hope this helps out. I hope that video helped y'all out to where y'all can see exactly how easy it is to do this yourself. Everything that I just showed you in this video is what somebody's going to charge you $3,000 to do. You've already spent time writing your book. Why not spend a little bit more and publish it? Why give somebody your money to do what you could do? Your book is your baby. You wrote it. You thought you came up with the information. You came up with the storyline. You spent a lot of time doing this. It's not the old days to where you have to go through a publisher and, they'll bind the book and, do all this craziness. Amazon prints on demand. Pretty good quality workmanship, I think, Pages are not falling out. It's not cheaply done. Yeah, I mean, it's, it's fastly done, but it's not like crappy done. The glue is still there intact, And again, you're doing this at no cost to you. The only thing that they're going to pay you royalties. They will pay you royalties. All you have to do is just use their resources at no cost. I didn't know about this. I discovered this on accident. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you how I discovered Kindle Direct Publishing. I discovered it purely by accident. I had already been talking with some of these vanity publishers. And the vanity publishers were telling me, oh, well, we're going to charge you this and we're going to charge you that. Again, if you get an offer from a traditional publisher, this video is not for you. Very few people. Actually, I don't think I've ever heard of a person that has ever gotten an offer from a traditional publisher their first book. Hell, not even my second favorite author. Sorry, I had to. Not even he got that. Good book, by the way. I recommend it. Yes, John, if you see this, I'm a fan. Anyway. There is nothing. There's nothing like seeing somebody else enjoy your work and pay you for it. There's nothing worse, in my opinion, than buying somebody else's, or paying for a service from somebody else to do what you could do yourself. Again, this was 4 years in the making. 4 years. If I would have done it right the first time, back in June of 2022 when I published it initially, and taken the time to actually look and see what I was doing. And I recommend when you do the preview, read your entire book. There's no harm in it. You want to present the best that you can. And maybe you can send this to a traditional publisher. They may actually like what you do if you can get an agent, if you can get in with them. I have had a lot of vanity publishers call me up and send me emails after I was on Kindle Direct Publishing. I've had a lot of people do that. And you know what? They wanted that $3,000 from me still. And I'm like, what can you do for me that I haven't already done for myself? I wrote it. I created it. I published it. The only thing that I have, the only thing I have a need for that I really am clueless about is advertising. So I have several YouTube channels, and I put the book on the YouTube channels. That's the first thing, just like on this one. The first thing you see is my book. The first thing that you see is my book. Why is that? Because why not? Why not? This is where we're going with this. I have YouTube pages. You know what? I'm going to do a whole nother thing on advertising. So pay no attention to this one. I'll do that one next. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching. And I really hope that this video helped out some of y'all. I wish somebody would have made a video like this to help me out.